Hello and welcome to another episode of ABI Labs. In this episode, Oliver will be showing our most popular feature available with the System 8 Ultima software, which is the ability to customize instruments. So Oliver, how do we go about doing this in the software?
So it's very simple. It's simply as you can either create a new instrument or edit an existing instrument. You can even copy and paste elements from other places as well. So it's really useful for other engineers, to help other engineers. You can create a more elaborate instrument for a more experienced engineer, and you can even restrict elements of your instrument for a less experienced engineer. So it's really useful for tailoring to experience levels.
That's great. So with the System 8 Ultima software, we have the ability to create our own custom instruments. And as you mentioned, it will allow us to do different things, set up the instruments in different ways, delete things, add things, and tailor it to your needs.
Yeah, of course. So it's not only a one-time application as well. You can save that instrument and then you can import it into your other projects as well.
That's impressive, Oliver. So how about customizing existing instruments? Are we able to do that?
Of course, so as you know, all our instruments are preloaded into the Boardmaster. You don't have to create any of these from scratch. So I'll be showing you how to edit an instrument already existing on there. And you can save it as another file, it's not permanent. And you can also move that across your test flows as well. I'll show you how you can edit an oscilloscope.
So what would be the main advantage of this feature?
So the main advantage I can think of for customizing and editing instruments is that within your step you could create your virtual test rig. So all within the Boardmaster you can bring all these instruments together, and with scripting you can also automate the process along the way.
So now that we have everything connected to our PCB, can you explain to us what this test is doing?
Okay, so in this test we'll be testing an op-amp. We're using a custom instrument. We're using 4 instruments in total from 2 modules combined into 1 custom instrument. We've also added some scripting which will take the measurements from one and then proceed to the next. So in this test I'll be testing the voltage across the device using the voltmeter from the MIS4, and then we'll also be testing the amplitude of the output signal with the oscilloscope as well. So I'll measure the device with the probes from the MIS4 voltmeter like so, put it across the device. I should get about 24 volts, wait for the beep, say that it's passed, fantastic, and then I can measure the oscilloscope on the outside of the wave. There we go, and that's the amplitude of the output signal.
That's great, thank you Oliver. So stay tuned for next week's episode, in which we will be doing a summary of all the previous episodes, so make sure you stay tuned for that.